Hey everyone, welcome to CFC Fan TV. This is my live review. I was going to do it earlier, but then I thought you guys might be watching all the rest of the football and give you a chance to get home and everything. I have been filming something really cool. So basically, Channel 4, it's called The Real Football Fan Show. I'm going to be on it most Thursdays. The first episode is next week. It's called The Real Football Fan Show. It's a fantastic show. It's great for us fans. It's a huge, huge step for all of us because it means that we're finally getting our voices heard, and we're now on TV. We're now giving you guys a show that you can watch weekly. It's basically going to be a roundup of what all the fans think of every single game. Not just Chelsea, not just Arsenal, which team's going to get relegated and so on and so forth. So there's going to be loads and loads of content on there. Sorry, I've got a really bad cough. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to you guys seeing that. It's on at midnight every Thursday on Channel 4. So do look after that. I'm really excited about it. Anyway, I thought I was going to be doing this review really, really mad. It turns out that's not the case because we won 3-2. I think the sort of overall reaction, I've really got to stop this. I comment on Twitter sometimes when I get angry, and I really shouldn't do because the game's not over, But I just thought, to go 2 goals down is pretty embarrassing against Southampton, who are obviously on the verge of getting relegated. If not, they will go down. I think today was their chance, and I do genuinely believe, if they could have kept a good defence after going 2-0 up, then they would have been fine. But luckily, the likes of Giroud and Hazard shone through. I don't know what you lot think of Morata's performance. I don't think everybody's too critical of it. But the fact of the matter is that for Giroud, scored some great goals today, and I think he's not been given the chance to start enough, which should have done. I don't know whether it's a bloody argument between the board and Conte, and he's trying to prove a point, and but at the end of the day, the fans sort of get left behind when all that sort of stuff happens. Clearly, he doesn't want to leave to lose money. The club don't want to lose money, so it's all just one big waiting game of whatever's going to happen. But I think if we'd lost today, it would be very, very hard to justify keeping Conte in charge, and that's not because I don't think he's a good manager. It's because I don't think he really wants to be at Chelsea anymore, which means that, you're just sort of prolonging the inevitable. Is Rudiger being left out after his comments? I'm not sure, but I haven't actually looked too much into that. It's true. You can't deny the facts that the tactics haven't been very good recently, and results have not been good, and we've been inconsistent all season. It's nothing to, coming back from 2-0 down against Southampton. If this was Arsenal fan TV, they'd be absolutely fuming with that performance. But credit to us, we eventually got back into it. Luke says Giroud equals Messi. Don't know if we're quite there yet, Luke. Probably soon. Skipper, yeah, come on, baby. Okay, cool. Yeah, I agree with that. Tactics or players? I think both. I think the players are unmotivated. It's been crap. Hello, Guna Claude. Love you, Claude, babe. Me and Claude are in the studio next on this Monday coming. We're going to be filming something for my new YouTube, so I'm super excited about that, and I hope you all tune in to watch. Marry Claude, 100%. Me and Claude are getting married. Yeah. Missing Diego Costa. I thought Giroud did great today. I thought Eden Hazard, finally got back on the score sheet, which is great. I wouldn't be too buzzing about this. I don't think that because we beat Southampton today, that means that we're sealed for Wembley and we're going to be winning a trophy. I don't see that as the case at all. I think we still need to really pick up some form. I'd be surprised if our players didn't show some sort of fight in that game. Every player wants to win a trophy. It's good for their careers. It's good for their, future clubs, wherever they want to go and play. So that should be something. But yeah, us as a team, we have had it. We really do need new players. We need new management. We need new structure. Like I say, it was good to take this team, the average team, and give them that extra motivation to win the Premier League last season. But it was never ever going to happen a second time round. If anything, if we didn't get the correct transfers, then we were going to go on a bit of a massive decline, in which we have done, in my opinion. Finishing outside the top 4 is, well, it's beyond average, below average. Sorry. Emerson needs a game. Yeah, he hasn't really featured that much. I don't think Conte knows what to do with him. I don't know if I would actually, to be honest. It was all, our transfers have been very, very random, if I'm being honest. Hazard Eden, I missed the game because I slept late last night. Well, you didn't miss much for the first 45 minutes, let's put it that way. Once in the second half, late in the second half, when we actually got our acting gear, Ibrahim, Conte still relevant? What say you? This is what I mean. It's when I say uh, I don't want Conte to stay. I don't mean that as in I don't want him to be Chelsea's manager, because I thought he would have been a great manager, and I thought he was going to be a great long-term manager. But he doesn't want to be at Chelsea Football Club anymore. So if you don't want to be at Chelsea Football Club, then you have to go. It's a bit like having. Imagine you've got a person that's the best footballer in the world, better than Ronaldo and Messi, but he doesn't like playing football. It's not really what he wants to do. It's not his passion in life. Same sort of principle. You can't make somebody do something they don't want to do, no matter how good they are or how talented they are. Again, beautiful Sophie, I love you. Thank you, Christo. It was really, really sweet. Thank you. I'm not really that beautiful right now. My hair's all over the shop, but Did you just wake up, Soph? You look stunning as always. Are you Conte in? I think I've answered the manager question, luckily. But no, I've been out all day and now I'm just about to have a nap before I need to go to work. Terry in. John Terry didn't play for us anymore, but cool. Yeah, Conte out. Were you at Selhurst Park? Yes, I was. So like I said, we're filming a Channel 4 show, which is going to be live every Thursday at midnight. So look out for that. I'm really excited for you guys to see it. It's all about us fans and the reactions from fans every week. What we're saying, who's going to win the Champions League, Europa League, your favourite players, things like that. Giroud should start from now on. Yeah, so this is my big question for you guys. Do you want Giroud to start at Wembley? I definitely want him to start at Wembley. I think it's a necessity. Morata has been... It's really been a failing of a signing, hasn't it? I mean, I thought he was fantastic at the start of the season. I thought, this is great. He doesn't need to be as aggressive as Costa. He's got his own ways, his own sort of form, his own, how he plays football. But if you can't come back from an injury after at least 3 months, then, it just ain't going to happen for you, I'm afraid. Not at Chelsea anyway. I have to go start fresh somewhere else. Fabregas starting the FA Cup. Oh, no. I don't like judging that, if I'm being honest. I think Fabregas had his day at Chelsea. I wouldn't be surprised if he did move on in the summer. The only thing I think that keeps him here is that he likes London. So we'll see there. I don't want Jody Morris to take over to the end of the season. If you guys are happy with that, I'm sure he'd be a great coach for the time being. It's only a few more games left, isn't it? Kante out. Joke. Yeah. Good job you said joke then. I was getting a bit confused. What did you think of Cahill? I never like to comment on Cahill's performance anymore because I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I think he's a good player, but I don't think he deserves to have the captain's armband because I obviously think that Azpilicueta has better quality in him, better... Not leadership, I say. He's just a bit more consistent. He's solid at the back. He can keep everybody in line. I think if you gave him that role, he would really take on that role. And I think he would even grow as a player. I think he would grow as a captain. I think he'd develop to be an even better player, if that's possible. Pretty eyes, Sophie. Thank you. Can you even see them right now? Giroud to start the FA Cup semi-final, 100%, but don't be surprised if we see Morata out there, because it would not surprise me in a million years if Conte did all that crap. Aspie had a shocker today. But you know what happens is when I don't think you could say that anybody had a good game today, actually, until the very last 20 minutes. I think our whole game overall was poor. I think we did very, very well to get back into the game, but us Chelsea fans don't want to see us go 2-0 down to a relegation side, do we? If you're in the bottom three, Chelsea should be flying ahead. And we should be winning that game easily with a clean sheet, in my opinion, and that's just not how it went. Sophie, how come you don't know much about managers like Jardim? Because if I'm being honest, I really and honestly do tend to just focus on Chelsea and how we're playing in the season. My expertise are not from managers all across the world. When I hear of a manager's name, when I think they may be coming in, then I do my research and say, okay, is this a good name? But at the moment, we're just throwing all these random names out there. Some of them aren't even probably linked with us. It's just, stupid tabloids making up these random names because they're the only managers left that we could take. Everyone else is taken. So until we really have, some sort of solid evidence that it's a high possibility one of these managers will be coming to Chelsea, then I'll start talking about it. But until then, it's all speculation, and I don't want to use a load of clickbait for you just to click on the titles. I just try and answer. Which player do you want the most? Or next season? I'd like us to get a striker, and I would like us to get Ramirez back, actually. I think that would be fantastic. I think Ramirez would sort out a lot of problems in the midfield, and I think a striker is highly necessary. Possibly another option as well. I'd like to see someone same quality as Willian, actually, come in. But I think, again, it's going to take time to find one of those, because we as a club don't act quick enough when we do have the chance of signing these really good players. Anyway, yeah, comment below, guys. Let me know what you thought of today's game. Charlie's going to be going live later on, answering all your questions. Like I say, for me, yeah, it's a win. We showed great desire to get back into the game. But overall, the team, if we think this is how we're going to perform next season, coming from 2 goals down from a team in the bottom 3, then we really need to do sort our lives out, because that's not what us fans want to see on a daily basis anyway. It feels like a bit of a very, very, very lucky win, if I'm being honest. Anyway, comment below. What did you think of today's game? If you have a man of the match, comment. But I don't think I have one myself, other than I'll say Giroud, just to get us back into the game. I think he sort of installed some sort of extra motivation and spirit into the team. Anyway, comment below, and I'll see you all soon. Go on, you Blues.